Ipob to the youth. Time to clean up streets. The proscribed indigenous people of Biafra Ipob has urged youths across Biafran land to commence the process of cleaning up and securing their towns and cities from hoodlums and criminal elements following protests. A statement by Media and Publicity Secretary Emma Powerful said the cleansing of rubbish in the cities of region were necessary as they constitute eyesore and health hazard to residents. The group, however, said peaceful protests would commence after the cleanup but would only be confined to designated locations, adding that there would be no procession or street march. It assured that measures were being put in place to protect lives and property of innocent citizens from being attacked by rented hoodlums and political thugs. It added that assets acquired with looted public funds by corrupt politicians would remain a legitimate target. The statement reads in part the following: the killings, destructions, and burning of private properties occasioned by the brutal state sanctioned murder of peaceful protesters at Lekki Tollgate. Brave youth across Biafran land would come out to commence the process of cleaning up and securing their towns and cities from hoodlums and criminal elements. This will afford young people in places like Benin, Enugu, Aba, Abakaliki, Umuahia, Newi, Uyo, Calabar, Onitsha, and Ugwocha the long-awaited opportunity to tidy up and clear the numerous mountain of rubbish in these cities, which has become not only an eyesore but also a health hazard. Measures are also being put in place to protect the lives and properties of innocent citizens from being attacked by rented hoodlums and political thugs. However, where necessary, assets acquired with looted public funds by corrupt politicians will remain a legitimate target. It is important to note that anybody found attacking or engaging in arson or wanton destruction of private properties will be dealt with on the spot. Peaceful protests will commence after the cleanup, but will only be confined to designated locations. There will be no procession or street march. Marching on the street will not be tolerated as not to give room to mischief makers to breach public peace. We are hereby issuing a warning that any hoodlum or rented dogs found at the venue of any protest will be mercilessly dealt with by the people. We urge them to stay clear or better join us in the cleanup and peaceful gathering afterwards. Anybody found wandering near a bank or loitering with intent will be moved on. People will not be allowed to congregate near a bank or financial institution. No act capable of breaching the peace will be tolerated from Monday, the 26th of October 2020 onward. Protest and gathering will be held, but it must be peaceful and orderly. No criminality of any form will be condoned, either from hoodlums, hired dogs, the police, or the army. Everybody must be well behaved. It is our hope that protests across Biafran land and Nigeria must continue until all demands made by the leaders of NSAS movement met in quick times. We urge all youths who have been intimidated into submission by security agencies, especially in Abuja, to return to the street from tomorrow, October 26th. We warn every thugs belonging to criminal politicians and DSS hoodlums to stay clear of protest venues or there will be a repeat of last week's mayhem. Thank you for listening to this news. All right, it's a welcome exercise anyway. It should be a protest uh, and not a means of um, of causing mayhem. Understand? Um, it should be a protest and not a revolution. They should not allow any hoodlums to take part in the protest. They have to be very, very sensitive while doing that, and very, very watchful. This attitude of cutting away with people's properties should not be allowed in their protest. Since it's a Biafran protest, I have this strong feeling that it's going to be peaceful and it's going to be a sensible one. Okay, Ipob has done so well by making this known before embarking on the protest, and making the areas and location where the protest will take place known, and informing every security agency to be aware and try to cooperate with them. They mean no harm. They mean no. They don't plan to cause any riots. They only want their voice to be heard. You understand? And that is how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Protest is not meant to cut away people's property or cause destruction of private property. You can hear it from the IPOP members. And it's not all about going out to destroy private properties like destruction of banks and destruction of individuals' properties. You just make your point known. It should be a peaceful protest. Understand? And this is what IPOP actually made made Nigerians to understand the moment they participated in the protest after the Lekki massacre. But Nigerians, with their level of understanding, took it to the other way. Understand? Well, be that as it may, I want to use this medium to plead to the people of Biafrans to make it peaceful as they have promised. You understand now? As they have promised, and make sure that they don't allow hoodlums to hijack their protest, because if allowed, they would turn the protest to something else, just like they did during the NSAS protest. All right. Meanwhile, my viewers, what do you have to say concerning this and the protest of the IPOP coming up on the 26th of October? What do you have to say about it? What do you have to say? Your comments concerning what they have said, what they have just said, are very much important. Okay, deem it fit to leave your own comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.